Crewing today, Major Derek Jiffy Phoebe, Major Doc Schumacher, and Lieutenant Colonel Jonathan J.D. Ferris are 3 pilots aboard today rather than just 2, but they've got extras on board, and the Loadmaster is Technical Sergeant Jorge Garcia Hernandez. Spooling it up now, ladies and gentlemen, from Joint Base McCord in Washington State, the C-17 Globemaster III. Before he reaches the end of the runway, he'll be at 1,000 feet above the surface. Maximum speed of this airplane is 515 miles an hour, coming through at over 350 miles an hour right now.
You know, Rob, you mentioned humanitarian missions. I think the one we all most recently remember, of course, was the withdrawal there from Afghanistan, where this very aircraft type was front and center on a lot of news stories, which is good. If you want to land on a short strip, you have to be able to fly slowly. So now that the aircraft is configured, here comes the dirty pass of your United States Air Force C-17.
You know, another friend of ours at an air show was narrating this, and he said, look at the trailing edge flaps. You see kind of a Venetian blind look. Our buddy Danny Clisham sort of likened it to that, but it does definitely change the shape of the wing, more drag, but certainly more lift.
Those big Fowler flaps, barn door flaps, they're just huge hanging down there. Look at those things, like school buses hanging behind the wing.
140 miles an hour, look at that. The airplane sitting, as we're looking at it right now, is weighing in at probably 300,000 pounds right now. Now watch him clean up. Watch him gear up, power up, flaps up, slats up. It is maneuverable too, isn't it?
It sure is. We're going to see a little bit of maneuverability right now in this repositioning turn. And then Rob, on their next run-in, what are we going to expect? This should be the always impressive 360-degree tight turning radius demonstration.
From the tires to the top of the tail, and the tail's so big, if you need to have a guy climb up inside that tail to do service work, that man or woman can do so. But as it comes by, it'll start its turn, but Matt, what's on the end of the wings?
Yeah, those big winglets right there, they're about 9 feet tall. So think about this in terms of your living room. From floor to ceiling, those big winglets out there on the edge of the wing, they actually increase the fuel efficiency and help out with the maneuverability just a little bit, keeping that air right over the wing where it belongs.
Reducing the wingtip vortices and has the development of the winglet has just saved billions of dollars in fuel costs over with the airplanes that it's been
oh yeah,
installed
absolutely,
on.
especially when we see it over transatlantic and transoceanic flights. When you're way up there in high altitudes, cruising, just like these aircraft are designed to do, it really, really helps. Now you can see it, a whole city block moving through in the sky.
About 225 of these are being flown by the United States Air Force, and another 50 or so by other air arms around the world. I think Canada, the Royal Canadian Air Force, has 3 of them.
Yeah, Qatar has them as well. They have a whole wing, as I remember.
And again, as big as it is, only 3 crew members necessary to make it work because of a very advanced cockpit and also a very advanced offload, onload capability.
That's right. Now, Rob Reider, the most impressive part of this airplane, as we talked about earlier, is its ability to fly into these far off, distant places somewhere around the world and deliver supply.
You felt the rapid deceleration that happens. You get to see it from the outside now. On the engine nacelles, you will see panels open up just behind the front part of the nacelle where they will reverse the thrust of the engine. Instead of having the gases going out back, they reverse it going forward, and it'll be a big wind brake to help slow it down very rapidly. Ladies and gentlemen, Joint Base McCord in Washington, this is the Globemaster III, the Moose, and the tactical landing. And this, watch the panels, this is about as much noise as this airplane is ever going to make.
Because as we've said before, this aircraft, although it is maneuverable, it has no guns, no countermeasures. These folks, these three brave crew members, are all alone delivering these goods. So you have to do it efficiently and quietly, hopefully on an airfield that is secured. Ladies and gentlemen, your United States Air Force C-17 demonstration. What do you think, Rob?
I think it's awesome to see it work. And I think they'll get her turned around and back to parking. And who knows, they may even leave before the show's over today to get back to Washington.
You think so?
Yep.